This month is all about the hips and how to modify some poses to make them a little more accessible for those with some hip issues. Maybe there is some tension, or maybe there's some weakness that comes off as tension. And so today we're going to talk about a reclined twist. So we're going to come onto our backs. Now there are so many different variations that we're going to do just a more basic twist here. So block if you need one. You're going to come onto your back, bring your knees up, and then we're going to twist to the side. Now I have a bolster here, so if it's uncomfortable and your knees don't touch, you can always place a block here. I feel like your ankle's kind of hanging then. So without this prop, you would be here and your arms stay. So your shoulders stay and your hips come over, and then we're stretching all of this right here. It feels really good. So if somebody's bottom leg can come down, but this might pull on their hip if their hip is really sensitive. So we just put a bolster between the knees. If they don't need as much of a cushion, you could just put a blanket in there, a rolled blanket, or folded nice and neat. And we can cactus the arms, all kinds of options for the arms. You can bring them out to the side and relax here. Now, if they need a little more support, you can always offer a prop against more of the sacrum area. But I feel like it just depends on the person, and it's going to depend on the side too. So we can offer a nice support here, and I like the bolster because it goes, obviously depending on length. For me, it goes all the way from my knee to my ankle, to my foot. So it offers really nice support for the entire leg, because if the ankle is just hanging there, that will pull on the hip. And that's what we're trying to avoid. We're still going to get the nice twist effect. We're still going to ring the internal organs. We're still going to get all that nice stretching in the QL and things like that. But we're not going to create discomfort. So if we come up to the other side and we want to keep the knees bent, we don't really want them to go down. We want to keep them bent up here. So the other option, if somebody's really tight, you put a bolster underneath, and you can put a bolster here. The other thing you can do if they need help with this is a block there. Kind of helps. If it's on the mat, it will kind of stick. You can get it to stick on the mat. And it supports the hip. And it's actually very relaxing. But again, we don't want the knees dropping down. We want to keep them up here. You can keep the toes flexed if that feels comfortable. So it's going to depend on the side, but if somebody is really, really tight through their abductors, that can be a really nice alternative to just putting the legs from one side to the other.